Detroit is no longer just the motor city. As a matter of fact, we're set to become the next innovation and tech hub of the Midwest. And leading that charge is Black Tech Saturday founders, husband and wife, Alexa and Johnnie Turnage, who's joining me today. How are you guys?
Good morning.
Very good.
We're excited to be here.
Now, when we hear about Black Tech Saturdays, it's so much raised behind it here in the city. So please give us a background of how it even started, how it came about, and what is Black Tech Saturdays for those who may not know.
Black Tech Saturdays honestly started out as me and another tech founder just really helping each other with our products, with brands, how to fundraise. And one day we were kind of sitting there like, oh, other people have questions for me. I was like, you know what? Maybe there should be people here. And when we opened it up, that's when we started to realize there were a lot more Black and brown people in Detroit that were not only interested in tech, but deeply in it. We actually all thought we were the only one. We have somebody from the DOD show up. We had investors we had never met show up. And we're like, maybe there's something here. And so we decided, let's not just like meet up and hang out. Let's add some workshops and programming. Let's give people what they need based on some of the stuff that we felt like we needed when we got started.
That's so true. I just think about this work, and it's kind of like we have alerted the Batman signal, and we are attracting all the tech talent, all the tech curious. People are flying in, people are driving in, people are excited to see what does innovation truly look like in an urban city where Black and brown people are thriving, and we're modeling that just not for Detroit, but for the entire country.
Absolutely. And I know you guys talk about how Silicon Valley is usually the tech hub. And once upon a time, I know you guys were ready to pack up and head over to...
We have found a place. We were about to be gone.
Right. So tell me what stopped that? What was the spark that says, you know what, we're staying here in Detroit?
So it was honestly two things that I gotta give credit. First, Michigan had their first tech week and we won the pitch competition. We did kind of go to that pitch competition like, all right, we're gonna talk to a bunch of people and figure out what is this and should we still be here? And after we won, there was a moment we were gonna go to the photo booth and take a picture. Michigan's latest unicorn, Doug's song, came over to me, and we talked. And it wasn't anything specific, but he's like, "I'll see you in December." And I was like, "Okay, so like, that was interesting. Like, I don't know why he's interested in us." And then in December, he's like, "It looks like you all been having fun. Go faster." Right. It's just like challenge accepted. So we really started to like. 2023 for us, that just lived by to Saturday started, we said we'll give it a year. We will work as hard as we can to find a reason to fall in love with home and making this tech ecosystem everything they need. And if we couldn't do that, then all right, we're going to Houston. And I give it a year. That's how we kept swinging big last year. We're like, we have to make sure that not only you can feel like we can thrive here, if the more people we found, I'm like, everybody should be able to see themselves in tech. There's so much opportunity. It touches everything. So I'm like, whether you're the coder, the innovator, the creator, the artist, and media, you need to see yourself in tech. And that really, like, we gave us a different mindset. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to make this happen.
Now, April 29th, 2024 marked your 1 year anniversary with Black Tech Saturdays. And talk about someone being interested. You have the whole White House looking down at you. You guys had Don Graves come and take a look and understand Black Tech Saturdays as a whole. So much so, Rocket Community Fund just invested in you guys with over $300,000. All of the amazing things that you've done in this 1 year span. What are you hoping to do within the next year? You know, what are you hoping to do with this fund?
So it truly is a big commitment. The thing we learned the most about Black Tech Saturdays is, one, we had 6,000-7,000 people come out last year. And I'm like, we said to go, people are coming from all over. They're flying in, they're driving in. But I really started to see this interesting thing. All the entrepreneurs were deeply interested in solving problems that improve quality of life. And I was like, well, we got to take this energy around Detroit because we're getting invited to other cities. And I'm a big believer, we got to make sure home is taken care of. Like, as much as we're like, hey, we could go here and we could pop up. But as we don't really stay true to the mission of making sure Detroiters, all Detroiters can see themselves, what are we doing? And then over this next year, you really want to go meet more people where they're at. Whether they're students, whether they're in neighborhoods, expose them to tech. Let them have that see it, touch it, feel it. Because I've seen some aha moments. We had people last summer who showed up at Black Tech Saturday with no idea, no business. They started a business. They have an idea. Now we've already got 6 figures in funding. And I go, that is something I want to foster.
That is the power of community. That is the power of the brilliant minds that we are bringing together, we are unlocking our genius as a community because we're learning faster. We're getting more information faster. And as high performers come around one another and you are ideating with like-minded people, amazing things are happening. And we're watching it happen right before our eyes. And that's why we're seeing these results. Hundreds of people getting jobs, millions of dollars of grants and VC capital deployed into the community because we're putting in the knowledge on the ground level.
And when it comes to the community, like you guys mentioned, you guys are really spearheading it. So much so, like even now, Johnnie was just a part of the Pancakes and Politics panel hosted by Michigan Chronicle, talking about tech innovation and talk about the importance of technology here in the city of Detroit. With that being said, last but not least, what is your overall mission, goal, and your heart thriving? What makes your heart thrive to go to the next level?
So we really like use data to guide everything that we do. And once we started to look at the numbers and the money, I was like, we really need to take the energy around Black Tech Saturdays and drive dollars to Black and brown businesses. We talk about this Tale of Two Cities in Detroit. If there's one thing that I'm going to make sure we do is make sure more of us have money, more of us have resources, more of us have the customers we need. And we're going to do a lot to continue to champion that, fight that, and make that easier. And so all the people who flock around us, we love it, but I go, we actually don't need any more attention. You should know about these 12 entrepreneurs or this talent. And that's the drive for it. I really do believe that my success is your success and your success is my success. I want to see more people win. I do also think, I'm going to go ahead and say it, we're going to create the first Black tech unicorn.
Yeah,
I want to see a Black tech company from Detroit reach $1 billion in valuation, because what that means for our community, it changes the game, and that's going to be what we're driving for. Getting that support, getting those resources, and bringing that talent around these companies so that way they get all win.
Yeah. I think what really helped me to exercise my tenacity muscle and really keep going every day is the confidence that our founders are creating these amazing solutions. And history has taught us, Black and brown founders have been creating solutions to problems in the world for generations. And we're unlocking that right here in Detroit. And it's amazing to see and lead this movement of this group of people who are so unapologetic.
We're so unapologetic.
Creating this culture of what does technology need for Detroit? What does mobility and innovation need for the founders? And we're just happy to lead this group. We're so proud. And just this past Sunday, we got the great expectations of the world from the NAACP. And we know that people are expecting great things to Johnnie and I, but from our entire community. And we're not going to let them down because we're coming together and we're doing it right. We're like, we're going to do this. We're going to come together. We're going to work together and eliminate these silos where things just aren't getting done.
Speaking of unapologetic, I'm unapologetically proud of you two. I'm proud to be from Detroit. You guys remind not only me, but everyone else around you how proud it is to be from Detroit. So thank you for all that you do, all that you're doing, and all that you will do. I'm just so proud of you, and I'm so happy to witness it.
Thank you.
Well, you heard it here first. We are on the brink to become the innovation tech hub of Midwest and actually of the world. And leading that way is Johnnie and Alexa Turnage. I'm Ebony JJ Curry, and thank you for joining us today.